They
I don't
were.
know. I don't know anything about that. I'm still on my
Boycott.
boycott, my news boycott. So I'll lean on
They
you.
were. Well, now now I can't tell any of those jokes.
Well, we'll see. That's why they don't have I guess the it's we're breaking new ground with the intergenerational
Yeah.
political commentary. So what's your take on the RNC there, John?
You didn't really watch much of that, did he?
Huh. Wow. What does he want to talk about today? Maybe
What do
that's
you want to talk about, bud?
Let's see how it turns out and see if the shooter did go to jail or not.
No, he died.
that in the
Definitely
scene.
died.
So yeah. But I mean, as far as politics goes, where is your interest lie?
I'm hoping Donald Trump gets taken care of and that
That's ominous.
I mean, voted not voted in
Yes, I'm
taken
sure
care of.
that's what he meant.
Okay.
what do you expect?
What?
No. No, I'm not gonna hurt. It's not like I'm gonna hurt him.
Sure, no, but what don't you like about him?
They keep, they keep spanning important things
Yeah,
that half of the planet needs.
yeah. Right on.
Out
Def
of the mouth of babes.
yeah, yeah. And so how long have you been following politics, do you think, John? How long would you say? Has it been like a year, 2 years? Go back to like first grade?
To be fair, among his first words were "fuck Trump."
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Do you remember saying that? Do you remember why you said those words, John?
He
Probably
was a
not.
baby, baby,
He's a
baby.
baby.
He
He was
was a
just
toddler
repeating what
baby.
you said a lot, I suppose.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
I just really don't like him. Even when I'm born, I I knew he was the worst person that existed for a
He's
president.
For a president.
he's pretty bad.
There are definitely worse people out there.
He's pretty bad.
He is definitely pretty bad though. But for the president.
I guess. I guess it's even worse when it's a
I
president.
mean, that is actually an objectively true statement.
It is.
I mean, he was ranked at the bottom of the
Yeah.
list of presidents.
Yep. 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 But yeah, again, so like I'm not really following. I read the news in memes at this point. So I see some memes going by and they're saying things like yeah, I don't get that our side shot at our guy, we get to win the election. Like that just doesn't seem to make sense as far
Of
as
course, that doesn't make sense. It's not meant to make sense. And that's exactly why they're, going through contortions to try to assert that it was Democrats that did it because they know that that doesn't make sense.
doesn't make any sense.
I'm mainly now starting to watch just pufferfish memes.
Right?
Mhm.
Just something to get your mind off it, I think. That's where
mean,
I'm living.
Did you see
the second thing I hate
the Hulk Hogan? I sent you the video.
I
I
know.
sent you the video.
It's just unbelievable. I just don't even. But then there's also been ridiculous backlash. And that's another thing. Like right after the event, his speech, I'm looking at like MSNBC and
What
their
backlash? Like
headline
this
is
is
Trump pledges unity. Like
NBC
that's not what the speech was about.
that is
And like, so how
absolutely
is it
not what I
covered?
got out of that speech.
Right? It's just I don't know.
MSNBC is now turning against Democrats. Now
It's
telling
oh,
Republicans things.
the mainstream media is. It's very weird. It's super
It,
weird the pressure they're putting on Joe Biden after one bad performance versus a lunatic on the other. Like it just Hulk Hogan, Amber
that
Rose.
was what wasn't Amber Rose like a porn star
Yes,
or
yes. So
something?
why is and they were trashing her. The Republicans
Were
themselves.
they? Were
It was
they?
horrible. It was
How,
horrible.
how are you
They were
gonna
saying
invite
about her.
somebody to your convention and then trash them?
Well, I mean, the people that were watching it, so all the
Oh,
Republicans that
okay,
were
okay.
participating were watching, were like aghast at what their
Like
choice.
I don't even
There,
really know who she is.
there
Like
is.
I
Well,
mean,
she dated somebody. She had a reality show. I don't really remember.
yeah,
She's
that's
from
what I
Philly,
heard.
though. She's from South Philly,
Is
so
she?
yeah,
I heard she has like a tattoo on her face,
she
so
does. It's very
it's
weird.
very South Philly-ish.
Yeah, I don't, it's just so weird. It's just so weird. That and then
It would be in Ohio that would happen.
I know. And then,
Nah, that's definitely a here thing.
right, right. There's that. There's a Sikh woman gave a blessing, and they
I
were
saw
freaking out
that,
over
and
that.
that was like super weird.
They were freaking out over that in the comments. And people on Twitter ripped like they're so angry. They're blaming Vance and his wife, who's an immigrant, a child of immigrants. Like it's just bad. It was the messiest.
So weird.
So weird. So and
And
Matt
then
Gaetz'
the
face.
huh? Oh,
Matt
that
Gaetz'
hates his face.
face. What's going on?
That was the most villainous, like,
It was like it's like this, but like it's tiny eyes, but he's got giant eyebrows
and
and
his giant forehead. Not
they
that
are
not that I could say anything about
right,
foreheads,
right,
but
right. But yeah, but
Okay,
no,
at
no,
least mine is round.
it's organic.
Okay,
It is organic.
It's 100% organic Corey forehead.
It's being so hilarious. I literally started laughing out of nowhere
I
because I
just,
could imagine how hilarious it looked.
But whoever he should sue whoever did that Botox
he's
job.
gonna look like
I
Lara
have
Trump if
an
he's
image
not
of that.
careful.
I have an image of that.
Yep, yep, yep. I wanted to
Hold
just
on, hold on.
admire it.
Let
There he
me
is.
pull it up because I have it somewhere on
Oh,
my
I'm
desktop.
going. I'm going.
Ah, here we go.
Are you sharing? Let's just put him in. Let's look at him. I thought he was against going drag, said people. Mercilessly trolled.
Oh wait, what?
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I
You got
got
one?
it. I got
I don't
it.
know why I couldn't
You
open
seeing
that.
him?
Yeah, that's actually the one I got.
Isn't he great? He's
Like
so
he needed
awesome.
to look any more like Beavis and Butthead.
I know, right? Oh my God, it's so gross. And like, what do these? Oh my God, look at it. That's him moving. Oh, look at that.
He looks like a villain on like Batman or something.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
so
Like the
fake.
Joker, like a weird version of the Joker without the makeup.
Yep, yep, yep. So it looks like someone compared him to an Animorphs cover.
What's Animorphs?
I don't know. Matt Gaetz is two white tigers and a life partner away from having a Vegas act. Kellyanne Conway joked I thought Matt Gaetz was against drag, but it looks like he's warmed up to it.
Oh, I have your screen still up here. It's
Oh, okay. I'll move it then. I'll close it. Stop sharing. Anyway, that was fun.
that was fun. Yeah, he reminded me of like a Batman
It
villain
does.
or like
a mask.
a villain from what was that the guy that made fun of Austin Powers. Austin Powers.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
look
something
it up.
from there.
You could look
Yeah,
stuff up on this.
I know, John. I know how tablets work.
It was magnificent. What are you looking up, Steve?
No, I was just looking up that speaker, that Sikh speaker, and it's funny. She turns out to be a bigger grifter than I would have imagined.
Do tell.
She is.
That is very difficult to do. How
Yeah.
like she must be like the queen of gifter or grifters.
Yeah,
Grifters.
she basically has. She was started out as a civil rights lawyer defending turban-wearing Sikh men from post 9/11 racial profiling. But then she's a California lawyer. She became a Republican National Committee woman, like a serial candidate in the Bay Area, and became one of his stable of lawyers. Basically, her firm has banked over $8 million from MAGA PACs in assistance to his myriad legal battles.
Oh.
So she's coming on not just to be a picture of diversity, but she's actually part of the grift in a real deep way.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
That makes sense.
Apparently, she's not very good at it. Only $8 million.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. Out of all the money
Well, she is an
he's
immigrant. So,
grifted and
Yeah.
spent.
you know, they're not going to
He
give
doesn't have the right uniform, so yeah.
all things considered.
And then Nick Fuentes, as the thing was streaming, her
Furious.
prayer said, "This is blasphemy. This is total blasphemy. Oh, F off. What a joke." And then he said,
That's what I see.
then he followed up with, "Christ is king. Jesus Christ needs to be front and center. Jesus saved Trump's life on Saturday, and no one wants to give him credit at the convention.
That's terrible. Jesus Christ saved his life.
Jesus Christ saved his life, and no one wants to give him credit at the convention."
Oh my
Are you talking about? I'm sorry. Talking
Yeah.
about
That's
Trump.
Fuentes. That's Fuentes following
Nick
up on
Fuentes.
it during the actual prayer.
Who
He's
the
like,
fuck
"Oh,
gives
no."
a shit about that Nazi piece of shit?
Yep.
Well, they do. And he
Well, yeah, of course, because
he
they're a bunch
speaks
of
for a
fucking
lot of their
Nazis.
voters, so they're pissing off a lot of people, and people hate JD Vance, and people hate having Amber Rose speaking. Like the whole convention was just a maniac,
Well,
and
I mean,
Melania Trump didn't speak, which I
JD
think
Vance has a
funny.
hateable face.
He does.
does.
He's very punchable.
Punchable, definitely.
Very,
Someone said in
very,
Matt
very
Gaetz, they said
punchable.
they said in Matt Gaetz is whatever. Kudos to his plastic surgeon for like adding to his whatever and maintaining ultimate punchability of his face. So yeah, there's a lot of punchable faces. But Melania didn't speak. That was new.
Did you really expect her to?
She did the last two.
Yeah, but that was different.
And it was.
That
But
was-
that shows you how different it is, I think.
That was pre.
Yes, that's my
convicted of-
point. That's my point.
Convicted of paying
Right.
off a porn star.
Exactly. So she seems to be not playing but she's not participating as much. She waved. She showed up late and she waved.
Didn't she like dodge like several kisses? If I
she was
correctly?
the kiss that they shared was like
I always like the
hand slap.
The hand slapping.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That's always great.
But
I
yeah,
could never. I don't understand that. Like, how could you be married to somebody that you can't even stand touching you?
just
like
they don't
that.
care about marriage, I guess.
That's
It's not different. Marriage is a
It-
business agreement.
and
Yes.
and Republicans are supposed to be the party of marriage and family and whatnot, right?
They're so
Right.
comfortable.
That's what we've been told for the past 50 years,
Yeah,
right?
and that's why Grinder has gone off. Right? they knocked Grinder off because they were so overwhelmed in this area during the convention. I mean,
There was a lot of dicks getting sucked by somebody.
I was hearing in my mind mob grinder.
so yeah, that was very
Minecraft.
that's special. But
Oh, well, they also mentioned the union rep, the union president who spoke.
That was effing weird.
Right?
That was so
None of
weird.
those positions are Republican positions.
None of them. None of them.
No.
Like that is like the opposite. Like what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah, that's like
Your
Greenpeace.
members know
was
that
like
you're there?
Greenpeace speaking at your
at
convention.
Steel Clubbing convention.
Yeah, and it said basically a guy on one of the lawyer, Blaze Media host, Daniel Horowitz,
Dad.
basically
do.
said a night of endless racial and ethnic pandering, union communism, and a porn star. This is going to be a long haul. Oh my god. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, there's
It was incredible.
Wow.
yeah. So now poor Biden is getting more pressure.
I don't know. Here's my take on that. I think this is like a Ruth Bader Ginsburg situation. I think you've done momentous things, profoundly progressive, amazing things for the country, but you don't get to stay as long as you want to stay. I'm sorry. Like Feinstein, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
But that's
Like
different.
you need to know when to step
They
down.
didn't have term limits. He does have term limits though.
I
Yeah.
I agree, but this is
Yeah.
something that we should have done
Yeah.
a year ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we had dealt with this, a year ago,
This code.
we wouldn't be in this sort of dangerous situation where, we're sticking somebody in there at the last second.
And that's
Well,
so
It
bad.
may not be fully vetted.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's another side of it. I was just talking to my mom who remembers actual conventions where you didn't know who the candidate was until you showed up and you had 2 or 3 choices, and then you voted by block who you wanted. And I'm wondering if maybe that's not a good thing in this case. Like, it makes it actually look like democracy in action to have 3 or 4 candidates show up and be like, okay, I'm gonna, yeah. And by the way, if it's Gretchen Whitmer or Gavin Newsom, those aren't unvetted people. Those can control one guy and control the 4th largest economy on the planet.
And that's true. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
Yeah, and I mean, again, what has Trump ever done that's made him vetted? He's an idiot.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, he's vetted to be a piece of crap.
Yeah, right? I mean, what are his qualifications? He was a game show host.
A reality
That's
show.
one brain cell.
Wasn't even a game show.
That's
Yeah, but you want a job.
too much
so that
credit.
was a game show, isn't it? No.
No.
I guess it's a reality show.
was a
but it had
reality
game
show.
show
Had
qualities.
0 brain cells.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not so sure it's a bad thing. And of course, in these unprecedented times, what the hell?
Well, what do you mean it's not a bad thing? You can't do that. They're
Why
not
not?
going to do it.
Why not?
You think
That's
they
why
should
they
just
that's why they pushed the virtual roll call back to August to try and get
Why are you
him,
yelling at
Biden.
me? Why are you
to get
yelling at
Biden
me?
out.
Stop yelling.
Do you have a hangover?
I
Yeah.
feel like it.
Yeah, right? The light is too bright in here. Turn it down.
It is.
Give me a
my lord.
But
So
no,
I'm not sure that's a bad thing. I'm really not.
I don't know.
If it's too.
Hey, I don't know that it's a bad thing or a good thing. Like, I mean, I would have liked to have voted, had like a real, primary with a variety of candidates that were viable.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't even remember the one guy that did run against him. I don't even remember who that was, other than
right?
the worm guy. Other than what was the worm guy's name? Kennedy.
Yeah.
The worst.
Other than Kennedy, but there was somebody else.
There was another
Yeah.
guy that
He had
proposed
brown.
it.
I think he had brown hair. It's about all I can remember.
That narrows it down.
Maybe.
White guy, brown
He
hair.
had brown hair.
Maybe. Maybe.
Very specific.
Is no sponsor.
All right, John. Unless you're being specifically talked to or answer a question, you got to be quiet because you can't speak over people.
He's the producer. The producer has to. You should give him headphones.
I don't have a splitter. I don't have
It would be nice. He could be our producer.
Yeah. Take me to camera too.
Take me to camera too. We don't have a camera too. All right, we'll just move this.
Can we address like all of the lies that
Please.
that Trump told? Like, I mean,
How long?
I only
Yeah,
have 45 minutes.
but let's try.
This is the highest inflation that there's ever been. The highest inflation there's ever been is 23.7% set in 1920.
Right. So
Like
that's
that. I mean, that's a verifiable fact.
objective fact.
The current and the highest inflation ever got. The current is 3%. The highest it got was like 9%, I think.
Yeah. Was that Biden in the early or Trump
Yeah,
in the
after
late?
Trump.
Was it after Trump?
It was right after Trump because
Okay.
because under Trump we were all still in our fucking
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
We couldn't go anywhere. There wasn't any food to buy. So, of course inflation was low because there was no economy really.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Then he talked about, Kim Jong-un and him having nukes. Kim Jong-un doesn't have nukes.
Mm-mm.
Right. He did.
That's been like one of our number one things that we've been trying to prevent for as long as I've been alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he still doesn't, and he's not ever gonna.
The only place that has nukes is the army. And it's
Well,
for the reason.
there are a lot of countries that have nukes. He tried to say that he stopped North Korea from launching missiles. There were missiles launched in May of 2019, July 2019, and in 2020. So both of the last Yeah, no, absolutely not.
He said nothing. Yeah.
The claim that Trump stopped ISIS in a couple of months. ISIS is still active throughout the Middle East. Like they don't have the caliphate necessarily, but they are incredibly active, regularly engaging with various governments and US troops. Um he didn't do shit.
Nope.
Let's see.
Violence.
We'll get to that. Let's see. Judge ruled in any case against him was on. He he tried to say that the cases against him were unconstitutional, which is BS. Obviously, yes, Judge Cannon ruled that, but
Special
he didn't
counsel.
rule the cases
No.
were unconstitutional. She ruled that the
Special
special
counsel.
counsel was unconstitutional, and most
It's ridiculous.
judges have disagreed with her over time. Like they like this has been
We've had special counsel for like almost 100 years or over 100 years, haven't we?
something like that. Well, of some version of that,
Yeah. And even for Mueller, they used special counsel to protect.
Yeah, the way
it was a level of protection for the president at the time. Remember, we were being like special counsel.
he actually tried to argue or in favor of the special counsel during the Mueller
because it gave him protection.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was his DOJ special counsel, so he was able to do that, and he could fire him. So that was the pressure, right?
Yep.
It's just laws for me and not for thee, or whatever. Laws for thee, not for me. Whatever he wants, he gets. It's just disgusting. All I know is I'm voting for anything. I'm voting Democrat, whatever that is in November. Whether it's Biden, whether it's Newsom, whether it's
I'm voting for baby. I'm voting for Baby Dog.
That's fine. Baby Dog.
remember? Did you guys see the pug? I don't know whose it was, but there was some guy who brought his huge fat pug and put him on stage. The dog was so that dog was the best part of the convention.
Oh,
other than Rudy Giuliani drunkenly tripping into a bunch of chairs.
What happened? What is he at Three Stooges?
Do we have a picture of that you could share?
Is there a video?
Let me see if I could find.
That'd be great.
Well, I can do it if you guys can talk.
Oh yeah,
I can do it actually.
Okay. Rudy Giuliani tripping in the chair.
I know. I'll do it.
So did you watch the whole RNC?
I watched bits and pieces. If I watched the entire thing, I would be batshit crazy. Batshit crazy.
Oh my God! Just had to type Rudy, and it comes right up.
That's nuts. Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
So he also claimed that immigrants and Democrats are going to ruin Medicare and Social Security. Immigrants in don't get Social Security. He said that they're coming in by the millions and that they're all getting Social Security and Medicare or whatever. Like they don't get that. They don't have a Social Security card.
It's bizarre.
You can't get that unless you're a citizen.
Yep.
It's bizarre.
It's ridiculous.
All right, let's see what we got here. Well, let's see him tumble. Come on, tumble. Do it.
You'd have to start it over, I think.
It started. That's what it started with.
Yeah, they didn't show him falling, actually.
Oh, no.
The aftermath. Come on.
That's a shame.
Hold on. No, that's a bummer.
Oh, there, maybe?
Yeah.
Here it is. Is this it?
Well, they just show
Yes.
No, it just shows them. I guess they didn't catch him on camera actually falling, just hitting the chairs.
Yeah, he
Hold on.
Apparently he was drunk.
Did they just say Brian Tyler Cohen said Biden dropped out of the race?
No, he says he will. What are you looking at?
He said there was a breaking thing from Brian
Hey,
Cohen.
oh no, oh yeah, breaking news. Hey, check this out. Some Democrat donors.
Biden ends bid for second term in White House.
Fox News. I don't want to watch Fox News.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did
look at
he
that.
actually say that?
President
Or
Biden announced Sunday that he will suspend his 2024 re-election campaign amid mounting pressure from his Democratic colleagues on Capitol Hill, top donors and Hollywood stars after a disastrous debate performance last month. The unprecedented announcement came as an increasing number of Democrat lawmakers had begun to publicly call for Biden to step aside, and the party's leadership reportedly was engaged in efforts to convince Biden, 81, he could not win in November's general election against former President Trump, the 2024 GOP nominee who Biden defeated 4 years ago to win the White House. Biden was diagnosed with COVID Wednesday, a revelation that came on the heels of several TV interviews and campaign appearances in which the president insisted he was remaining in the race. But interviews failed to reassure supporters and provide critics, including those on the left, with further evidence that Biden was no longer up to the job. Biden had delivered a strong welcome address to world leaders at last week's NATO summit in Washington, D.C. The showcase served as an opportunity to prove he was fit to continue his current term and eager to lead the nation for another 4 years. For a time, it seemed he could survive the surge of calls for him to step down. Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Senate Majority Chuck Schumer announced they backed Biden's bid, but then Biden, who has long been known as a propensity to commit gaffes, continued to stumble. His missteps included a glaring error on the world stage while speaking on live television. He referred to Ukrainian Zelensky as Putin. Well, I mean, anyway. So yeah,
I have the actual letter right here.
okay, cool.
Yep.
What do you got?
Um,
I'm gonna stop sharing.
let me see if I can.
That's a
pull it up.
bummer.
Let me share it.
Okay. Shoo.
Can you guys see that?
Can.
Mm-hmm.
Over the past 3.5 years, we have made it great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation and lowering prescription drugs. John, are you chewing on your foot?
No.
Yes, you were. Oh, that is so gross. That is so gross. Oh, I don't want you doing it at all. I lost my place.
Yeah.
That was so gross. Oh my God, that is the worst thing to see out of the corner of your eye. It rebuilding our nation and lowering prescription drug costs for seniors.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah. We'll
It's
speak to
an
the
honor
nation
of my
later
life
this
to serve
week.
you as president.
Yeah, I want to
All
thank
my
Kamala
intention
Harris.
is to seek re-election. I believe in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude. So yeah, he is officially stepping down. And that was
Not running for re-election.
yeah, well, yeah, not running for re-election.
Right.
He is not stepping down as president, just not running anymore. So, now everybody's got their wish.
This is all chaos.
Everybody has their wish now.
100% fresh hell.
Yeah.
Now we don't have a candidate, and we got to figure out who the fuck is going to lead our country.
My God. And he did a debate with the one candidate, and then now they're gonna have another debate because it's gonna be a different candidate. Oh God. This is horrible. But again, it's not. But I calm myself down and thinking because we all anticipated this, and it's like I think most people. I think he still would have won. To be honest, I think most people are going to vote against Trump if the people come out, right?
Yeah.
So this is a good time to swap because I don't think it's going to hurt someone that much that they're like sold on Biden, but they'll be still understand that they're carrying.
Nobody was sold on Biden.
No one.
We wanted Biden because he was doing the job.
Exactly.
And he wasn't doing all the crazy shit.
Exactly. So I think it's not a bad idea.
He's a sweet old guy, but he was just that, a sweet old grandpa,
Right,
you
and
know.
I mean, he was gonna kill him. They were gonna keep attacking him. They weren't gonna. They were gonna keep bumping Trump up, and they were gonna keep attacking Biden, and it was just never gonna stop. So I don't. I
No.
still think he might have won. I still think there's a good chance he would have won. But I think that's more reason, if anything, to step down. Because if you know, give it to someone who can take it for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, and again,
He's old. Why does he even want it?
and again, I mean, I think it's amazing that the things he accomplished, those bills he passed, were either, well, with the help of Pelosi and Schumer and a lot of Barack Obama people.
They
I
were
mean, they're
historic.
amazing. They were like, I've never seen that
Progressive.
in our lifetime. That's the most progressive set of bills
Absolutely.
that's ever been passed. I mean, as far as yeah. So, I mean, all honor, you know, all props to him. And stepping aside, I think, is a huge deal, and that's even more to his credit.
It is. It is.
It is the classic guy.
It takes a real man
It does.
to sit down,
Does absolutely does.
Yep.
especially when you have COVID.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a bad one that's going around this time too. FYI,
Is it?
be careful. It's really bad. Andre,
Strange.
well, I won't say because it's his business, but there's someone in our circle who got it really bad, and it sounds terrible. Like he barely could walk 2 blocks to sit down on a park bench because he hadn't been out of his house in days. And then he said it was so bad, he was so exhausted that he literally thought that he would call a neighbor to help to drive him back because he was so
And he's
exhausted.
a younger guy.
No, well, not younger, but he's like what, 40s?
Yeah.
You know, like he's
That's
not
fine.
like
Younger.
he's not 8, he's not Biden.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's like, yeah, so it was pretty bad. So be careful out there, people. And Biden may, and like again, he may be facing down a pretty bad a fight here. So let's hopefully he'll pull through that. And yeah, good guy. Good guy to sit down.
So the question is, who takes over now? Like,
I would love
from a
Kamala, but I
legal
know they're not
standpoint,
going to
I
I know
think-
they're not going to give her that, right?
But that's the thing. From a legal standpoint, she's the only person who can accept Biden's money.
Right. Right.
So
But maybe when they have a new candidate, then it doesn't matter. Right.
nope.
I don't know.
All that money was donated to the Biden-Harris campaign. She's the only person that can accept that.
But maybe she would donate, maybe because you step down, they owe that money back to, I mean, something like it has to go to the next campaign, or maybe that's the classic.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
Pass it on to the next
exactly.
I've never seen one. Hey, how does it happen?
This is unprecedented time.
We're
people.
unprecedented.
Unprecedented. Alicia.
No.
Oh, in fact, let's look up some other words for unprecedented, shall we? Because we're gonna need them. So let's.
I'm already sick of that word.
Yeah, no,
Me
right?
too. So let's see. We've got new, novel, innovative, fresh, pioneering, groundbreaking, newfangled, revolutionary, singular. Ooh,
I like
living
newfangled.
Singular times.
I like
like that
newfangled times.
I like that one. Unheard of, momentous, unparalleled, unrivaled, unequaled,
Unparalleled, unrivaled. We've
matchless. Ooh, matchless times. This situation, a sui generis, SUI.
sui generis.
Sui
Sui
generis.
Sui generis?
Sui generis.
A class of its own. Yeah, it doesn't give me a pronunciation. Hold on, maybe it does.
Sui generis.
Sui generis.
That doesn't sound
How
right.
very French of you.
That's
How very French Canadian of you.
Exceptional. I like exceptional times.
It is exceptional.
I like that. Unrepeated. Unparagoned. You can't just do that with the word like paragon. It's not fair. Irreparagonless.
What?
I'm just trying to make up a word.
I was gonna say that's a gross word.
That's fucked up. Transcendent. If I start using words like we live in prodigious times, you know, I've got the thesaurus. I'm just trying not to say unprecedented. What are you finding, Steve? Steve is researching.
So let's see. What does it mean for campaign money if Biden leaves the race?
Ooh, good question.
It depends on who the new Democratic nominee is, says Sarah Sarov Ghosh, Director of Federal Campaign Finance Reform at the Campaign Legal Center. Simplest option would be to nominate Kamala Harris. If Harris remains on the ticket as either the presidential or vice presidential, the new ticket would maintain access to all funds in the campaign committee. blah blah
Oh,
blah.
wouldn't that be such a smack? Is like another guy comes in as the president candidate and you just get to be vice president again? Oh,
Oh, that would be like the douchiest
that'd be
shit
so
ever.
mean. I'd be like, fine.
So basically, what happens if she does not get nominated? The Biden campaign would have to offer the refund money to donors who could then contribute to the new candidate's campaign or transfer an unlimited amount to the DNC, which could then spend the money supporting the new presidential nominee, and up to $32 million of that spending could be coordinated with the new nominee.
Okay,
Right.
so I think that would probably be the most efficient way to do that is to transfer that over to the DNC. That's when you know shit's real.
Yeah, right.
But it's so who's the I heard that I heard Elizabeth Warren's name mentioned.
Wouldn't that be amazing? We'll
It
see.
would.
Yeah.
But she didn't do well the last time.
No, she didn't. She didn't make it through the
No.
primaries. But President
I think
Trump
she had like
said-
15% or something.
Yeah, well, I just
Like
got
consistently.
I just got an email from President Trump, his campaign. Breaking news. There we go. First, Biden's FBI raided my home. Then his corrupt allies had me convicted in a rigged trial, but right now he's quit the race in complete disgrace.
Or not. That's
Or
like
not?
Where's the give me money?
Yeah,
part?
then give me money. Yeah, because of you. Yeah, give me money.
Yes.
I just thought that was
You
funny.
can't let off the gas. Keep giving me your food money.
But I just love that. Wow.
I ain't
Nice
even giving
profile.
money to candidates I like, much
Yeah.
less to you, buddy.
How about it? No, me neither. Yeah. Well, I reiterate what I said in the beginning, which is I will vote for anyone or anything come November. That is not the great orange Cheeto of hell.
I will vote for the towel in my bathroom.
I'll vote for the poop in my toilet.
Yes, but
Didn't you flush that first though? Like, what are you hanging on to that for? Oh yeah, I'll be right back.
It's got electability.
It's got real electability.
compared to Trump, yes, it does.
It stinks less.
I was gonna say, yeah, it stays awake.
Both literally and figuratively.
I know, right? I mean, he was falling asleep at his own convention.
Yeah.
I saw
As were the
that.
people-
I
as
saw
were the
that.
people, right?
As were the people, yeah, the guests were.
He was falling asleep during his son's speeches. Like, who does my noodle says some crazy shit, and a lot of times I tune him out, but I would never fall asleep on him.
Oh, you're at an event. Every camera's on you. What are you, stupid?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, if you're gonna fall asleep in your own court case,
I wonder if they're worried now though, because I think he's going to start the Republicans are going to scream that it's a fix to do this. They're going to scream we're cheating somehow, because I bet because he's not
I think it was a genius move to
Kinda
do that though,
the wait it's
because now they're stuck with him.
they are right.
Yeah.
And he's old, and now they have all the old stuff that they've been saying. It all goes like he's going to be the old one.
Yep.
And that's really been all they've
criminal
had.
guy.
Yes, but that's all. If they put
Yeah.
Bernie in, God help them. I'm gonna
Oh
beat
my
them
God!
up.
Somebody's gonna
You
be.
can't put Bernie in. He can be vice president, but you cannot put Bernie in. He's old. That's just gonna be more old. We can't do this.
No more old.
No more old. Gavin Newsom. I'm in for Newsom.
I'm voting for John for president. John
Fine.
Lawless for president.
At least he's young. You know what? He'd be fine. I would not trust John. No offense, John. I would not trust you with the nuclear football.
No,
I think he might play with
No.
it. Because
He
you'd be like,
would
football?
Go deep.
he would
Go deep.
definitely take it apart
Yeah.
and not put it back together.
And launch something accidentally.
I found some extra parts in the football.
Oh no. As the planes are going.
So what would it be?
We love you.
Yeah.
Winning with Whitmer,
I don't know. I think
Crushing-
your best bet is to stick with white male, right? Because
Yeah.
you don't want to rock any boat right now. They're gonna jump at anybody. So that
Honestly,
I hate to say
I
it,
think that a female would be.
but I'm so scared
Um,
for Hillary. But you're right. But
I agree, but like Gretchen Whitmer has like
Yeah.
a better personality than
yes,
Hillary Clinton does.
she does. I would give her that, but I'm still scared. Elizabeth
she
Warren has
doesn't
the best
wear-
personality ever.
And she doesn't wear couches.
No. No, she knows how to dress. Although again, I'm just in safe mode. I'm hoping it's a white male. I'm sorry. I can't risk it. Every other election, I'm like, vote for the women, get the women and the minorities in here, get them. Now I'm just scared. I'm just scared that
We need the white.
we need we need to
We
hide behind the white
don't need
guy
that, but
We
we
do.
need to win.
Right.
We need
I'm
to
sorry.
Break
That's
the
all
glass,
we need.
break out the
Break the
white
glass,
guy.
emergency. Perfect white, the teeth, the hair. Get
It's like
him,
the airplane.
Kennedy.
It's like the autopilot in airplane.
He looks like
JFK.
JFK or something.
That's half of the problem is that it's always been an old
know.
white guy.
Totally, and I'm against it. I don't normally. This is not what I normally would say, but all I know is we just got
Bring in, you know who we need to bring in? What's our governor's name? I forgot her name. Governor's name.
Oh, Shapiro.
Josh Shapiro.
I know about that. I know that. That's
Somebody
good.
said VP
That's
would
good.
be a good one for him because
I agree.
Yeah, bring
Yeah,
a
I
swing
agree.
state,
Yeah.
guy in. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
He's
love
a swing
Josh
state
Shapiro.
guy. Make
Yeah.
Harris the headed ticket. Josh Shapiro
Yep.
as you'll win back the Jews and all of our money.
and all of
And
our,
all of
our
all of our
money.
money.
I can make that joke, by the way. I can make that joke.
Oh, here's Greg.
And it's
Greg,
not
did you hear
true.
about
Most
Biden?
of us are not rich.
It's a good myth. It's a good myth.
Breaking. Most of us are not rich.
Breaking. Most Jews are not.
Yes, breaking. Most Jews are not rich.
Just stop it.
I want
Just
this
stop saying
chair. Have this chair.
What?
Can I have
Dude, I am on air and you're talking about
that.
What?
Taking your seat.
my old chair.
Oh,
Ah,
It's a chair.
what a momentous, what an exciting.
This is very exciting.
We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. We're dealing with breaking
Breaking
news.
news, people. Breaking news.
Multiple
We're the
on
air.
multiple front. Jews are not all rich. And our president Biden is stepping out of the race.
And we were literally looking at Rudy Giuliani falling down, and Steve happens to go like, "Hey, look, there's a news alert," and I'm like, "Where is he falling down? I want to see an old man fall."
We would have been in the cat videos, I guess.
So let's see if there's any news we might.
Democrats.
Breaking
Democrats
MSNBC.
here. We need more. Need more Democrats.
We have breaking news here. President Biden has announced he will stand down from the race. I'm going to read the statement here on my phone.
Yeah, we beat you,
Miller
bitch.
is going to be joining us
Looks like
shortly.
she's crying.
Over the
Is she-
past,
she's
my
always
fellow
crying.
Americans, over the past 3.5
Weird.
years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation.
How come I knew that was Jen
Prescription drug
Psaki, like
costs for
without even
seniors and an expanding
looking.
affordable health care
What happened?
to a record number of Americans. We've provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances. Passed the first, thank you so much. I'm just going to read off the paper here. Passed the first safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African-American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we
Come
are
on.
today. I know none of this could have been done without you.
You're gonna have to go.
Together, we overcame a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression.
Oh.
We've protected and preserved our
You're a bit
democracy,
late.
and we've revitalized
Y'all
and strengthened our
fault.
alliances around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president. And while it
Oh,
has
look at
been my
this. Here's some
intention
good comments. What bullshit. I feel like the media and the pundits pushed him out. It's y'all fault.
Absolutely, they did.
Yep. It's y'all fault. This and all the other media networks.
Well,
along
but
with the
wait a
wealthy
minute. Well,
donors.
wait, hold on. You also had Barack, Schumer, Pelosi.
Well, they're part of the pundit class now.
UK here. Chin up USA. You still got this. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Again,
That's nice. Thank you, UK.
and France. Let's not forget France.
Yeah. She sounds hurt. She does sound hurt.
Guess what?
Y'all betrayed him. What a shame. I think the party is full of shit for pushing him out like this. Sounds like a right-wing reaction, to be honest. I'm sorry, but
I'm not so sure. I've talked to a lot of people recently, and many people have felt that like, we should should just plow ahead,
Yes,
you
I
know.
do agree. I
I
appreciate
got
that. I
something
have
for you guys.
terrible shame. This is disgusting. They did him dirty. Y'all betrayed him. This is devastating. Shame, shame, shame. I'm heartbroken. Thank you, President Biden. Just wow. God bless Biden. CNN is number one to
for you
blame. They
guys.
kept pushing for this for 3 weeks. The media did this.
They've been pushing for this
They
for
really
like the
have.
past like 3-4 months.
Well, ever since they've been pushing gently, and then ever since the debate, it was just like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
he could. There's no other speeches that he could give that could wipe out that.
Like, and that's the fucked up thing is like all of them have been great since.
I
It
know,
was
right?
one bad fucking performance.
Agree. It's awful. But here's I'm voting for Democrat no matter
Got
what
something
option.
for you
Yeah, that's
guys.
it.
I got something for you guys.
Ugh,
What?
so sad.
Democrats gotta win.
Democrats got what?
Wouldn't it be great if that's how we could win it?
Democrats
Lightsabers.
shall win.
Hold on. Thundercats! Oh!
Good work. Oh man,
I really showed my age there.
you did. That's all right. Ooh, those look delicious.
Hey, excuse me, Greg. Hello.
Steve's doing work. What are you doing?
I'm fixing my key fob.
At a time like this?
Now seems like a good time to fix my key fob.
At a time like this?
I gotta fix the one for my alarm in the house.
Oh no, we're having another dad call.
Yeah, we are.
This is gonna be
Oh,
talking
we
about.
didn't talk about your air conditioner.
The one that I still haven't bought for my office.
Oh, okay. Well, that answers that question. I was hoping we could talk BTUs.
I like the one in my room. It's like 1500 BTU.
Oh
And
man.
the one down here is like 20,000 BT or 2000 or
Is it two?
2000 BTUs, I think.
That could be. Although I don't know.
Oh, no.
20,000 could be a thing too. I don't know.
John, they're gonna.
I don't know. It cools my entire like main level of my house.
Those things
So,
are amazing.
That's impressive.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Downstairs.
Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
They
You got like 10 minutes left, and you're already going into BTUs. BTO.
BTO Buckman Turner.
And about to turn it over. We can talk about that.
Taking care of business.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Is that?
That's
No?
brilliant.
That was them too, right?
Yeah, no.
Taking care of business. And
Whoa, buddy.
What?
He when you said taking care of business, he said that's for later. You have been around me and your mom way too long.
Show secrets.
That's
Get
really
ruined
That's
secrets
very cute.
before we've been getting
Mom and Dad are working overtime.
Did you change it?
ruin the show secrets
I could-
before we even get there. Be
Oh
unfair.
my lord.
So yeah. So now better predictions.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of open convention guy. I kind of like that.
I'd say open convention. And you're right.
Wow.
It goes back.
I mean,
again, it goes back. My mom was telling me it used to be exciting back in the day. They used to actually have a convention that mattered.
So you might be having one then, right?
I think.
it's too late for to redo a primary. So
Exactly.
Wow. That's wild. This is wild.
it is
Yes.
wild.
It really is.
But there are so many good people that could have stepped in
Yeah.
like a long time ago.
Yep. Definitely. Definitely.
You got the guy from California, you got Whitmer, you've got Shapiro, you've got Harris, you've got
I heard the governor from Maryland had some pull because of the bridge thing. Wes Moore, I think his name is.
Westmore. Isn't
Yeah.
he a Republican?
I don't know. I thought he was a Democrat name, but I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll look it up.
But yeah, I mean, again, but nobody knew it was this bad, or at least no one said anything it was this bad until we saw that debate.
But even then, like, I mean, he just seemed like an old grandpa. Like he was, if you could hear and
know.
listen, like, I mean, he wasn't saying anything that was crazy or inaccurate. You just
Yeah.
was a mumbly old grandpa. You know, you could have been telling somebody to get off his lawn or something. I don't know.
He would never do that. He was a sweetheart. He's a Democrat, by the way, Westmore.
Okay. I'm a sweetheart too, but if I had a lawn, I'd tell somebody to get off my lawn.
I wouldn't.
Get off my lawn, you whippersnappers.
I'd make them sit down and talk to me. Hang out. Hey, we're friends now.
Do you
Oh,
like
no.
an ice cream?
Oh no. Yeah. I don't want that lady to talk to me again. So, you like politics? You read papers?
Oh no. Oh, it froze up for a second there.
It was funny. It looked like John just reappeared. He shapeshifted.
Shapeshifter. Is he one of the X-Men?
Oh my God. That is wild though. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, everybody? They can't, well, when they did, your mom was talking about this magical primary.
Yes.
So they didn't walk around, they didn't like go, there wasn't voting in every state. Didn't they still voted?
No,
in
they
every
would vote
state?
by state, delegates by state,
And then what happened?
and then you would figure out who your.
But every
nominee
delegate
is.
always votes for the president and they're not like, they did.
Yeah, so who
They always voted for the
I
incumbent.
guess it could be incumbent, but
It was
I'm
always the
just,
incumbent,
I'm
isn't it?
just saying that I assume this is when they were and they were out of power.
It only works, but if he's a president for 4 years and he has another term,
Okay.
they always, the Democratic or that party always gives him the
Right, but I'm just.
second term. There's no, your mom doesn't remember a time when there was a sitting president who
No,
had
I'm not
another
saying.
term
No,
above
no,
him.
I'm not saying that's what it was. I'm saying when we're out of office and we're trying to choose who we want to run against the sitting president.
Well, that has no bearing in what we're talking about. So you guys are all like, yeah, open.
Yeah, but what difference
primary.
does it? What
They
difference does
can't-
it make? You've had a guy who's now shown that he can't do it. He's resigning. It's like when Lyndon Johnson
My
stepped
point
down.
is,
it's not that
we're
he
done
can't
voting
do
for
it.
So.
I don't think that it's that he can't do it because he was doing it.
Yes, but he just
You know,
doesn't want to do it
it's-
again.
Yeah, I think that he, like you said, he was pushed out of the
Sure.
race,
Yes.
and it's not necessarily a bad thing. The guy needs to sit down and
Sure.
Yeah.
enjoy what's left of his retirement.
Right.
But,
right.
you
But my
know-
point is that we didn't have a chance to vote on candidates,
And
So,
that's
that's kind of
that's
problematic.
where I'm annoyed.
right? It's
That's where I'm-
problematic.
But I'm saying that's probably your best option at this point. Is we've done it before. It just hasn't been in this particular
We've
situation.
not done this.
Well,
before.
it's really our only
I'm saying
option,
we've
right?
chosen among candidates using the
Don't stop
delegates.
yelling.
I'm saying
Why
we've
is it
had them
loud?
actually at a convention. Why not use the convention format?
What are you
What's wrong
talking
with
about?
that?
We've never
Right.
had.
I'm saying why not use that?
Oh
format?
Jesus!
It's unprecedented, Steve.
So what? It's unprecedented. Big, big freaking whoop.
I'm saying you're not.
Hold on.
you're
No,
missing-
no. It's preternatural.
Yeah, you're missing
It's
my
unprecedented.
question. And my question is, you're ignoring my question.
Well-
And my question is, and Corey was hitting upon it. It's without a primary election in each state, since it's too late to do that. Picking the I understand we can pick the candidates at the the convention. However, how do we determine who the candidates are? Everyone just throws their hat in ring who wants it. That doesn't say. I don't think that's
know.
any
I don't
way to
know,
run
but
politics.
That's the beauty of it. I don't know.
Well, stop
you don't-
yelling,
and you don't
and you're
have to
saying
be-
those are the good old days, and I'm
again,
just
you don't
trying to
have-
find
I'm
what you're
just saying
talking
it
about.
harkens back to a time when you did have options at the convention. That's all I'm
I
saying.
don't.
They were not. It doesn't matter whether it's because he stepped out or not. I'm just saying.
I
there's
wasn't
a
speaking to
format.
that.
I'm
I
just
wasn't
saying
speaking
there's a
to that. There
format.
doesn't seem to
There's a
be.
format we
Ha-
have where we can
my-
actually show delegates choosing the candidate.
My question is, how is this going to impact the ballot? Like who?
Yeah, that's
Like you like people will really have to rush
yeah.
To
to
print it.
get on the ballot and have that printed.
Yes, that's what yes, definitely. That's
And we just murdered a whole bunch of trees probably because we probably already had that shit done.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. It's wild. It's absolutely wild, and there is no mythical convention where we did a presidential election by the seat of our pants like this.
Well,
so
I'm sorry, you're not listening. I'm saying that that's the one method we have. That
Politics just became real.
Yeah,
right?
it's the one method we have, and actually, that's what the delegates do anyway.
Dude, you're acting as if I'm arguing with you. I'm not arguing. I'm simply trying to imagine how it goes. And I want to get farther than it's going to be fun and we're just going to do it. I want to actually know what that means.
No one
Wow,
knows.
if
I guess
Danny-
my answer is no one
But,
knows.
but that's why
If I
I'm
ever
here
called
asking,
Danny
that's all.
dude, she would so kick my ass.
What?
If I ever called Danny dude, she would so kick my ass. And if I was called dude by Danny, I would know that I fucked up.
He doesn't care. That's the
The
thing.
beauty of this is here's somebody who loves to try new ways of doing things. Let's not get hidebound by the past.
But I'm
And now
not.
all of a sudden we have a way of doing something completely different that we've never ever done before. Let's do it. Why not? Why not?
Are you thinking I'm saying we don't do it?
No, I'm just saying what better option do we have, I guess is my
Are
question.
you
to
are you thinking I'm arguing that that's not the situation?
No. You keep coming back to the fact that this has never happened before. I'm
No,
just
I'm not.
saying it was
My book's
done when
long,
we were
man.
not
That's
in
not.
power.
I don't think
My
that's what
book's
I said.
long.
No, I said
What I said is that I would like to know how. I'm curious, and I was hoping that between me, you, and Corey, we could kind of like imagine. Maybe like you guys could talk and I could research, or we could actually look into
it's 3
how.
o'clock.
I know it is, but that's why we wasted this time. But that's what I was leading in, and I wanted to like see how we could how is this possible, and how might this happen? I didn't just That's what I was trying to get to. I was curious as to if any one of us knew more than just that this. It could be exciting. Like, what does that mean?
Oh, it's going to be exciting.
Right?
It could be about it. It's going to be exciting. How it's going to work, I honestly don't know. I've never
It blows my mind.
Hold on,
even
here's the
imagined
DNC.
that sort of situation.
Yeah. What does the DNC say?
Got an hour ago, they posted
Oh, good.
something. Leaving Democrats scrambling to find a nominee less than 4 months before November's election. Biden announced Sunday would step down. Blah blah blah. Speak to the nation later. Okay.
It so makes me so mad. Those bastards knew before we did.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
So he basically said Biden in a follow-up post endorsed Kamala Harris to replace him as the nominee.
Okay, there you go.
Right? So, come on, get out of the way. What is this? God, pop-ups. Don't want to see your pop-ups. Let's see. What else we got here? All right. Unclear who will ascend to the top of the ticket. Facing little opposition in Democratic primaries, Biden already won almost all of the 4,000 plus delegates. So they have to cast for a new one. Possible scenarios.
Thank you.
Let's see. Democratic heavyweights have already signaled they're prepared to support Kamala Harris as the nominee. She would offer an easy path to transfer tens of millions of dollars, as you said, Corey, sitting in the war chest. Polls show that she'd be the most popular contender to replace Biden. I haven't seen those polls.
I have.
Oh,
Have you?
cool.
Okay.
Good to know.
Good,
Really
good.
nice.
She's 59.
I pay attention to polls.
And
I was tapped out. Now I got tapped back in.
she's 59. That's a nice, wonderful young
That's a
number.
good number.
Spring chicken. First black
How old
woman
is
in
she?
office. Blah blah.
Asian.
Oh.
She's got two. She's
Yeah.
black
How
and
old is she?
Yeah.
She's
How
59.
old? 59?
5'9".
Oh, that's not
5'9".
bad.
No.
That's not bad. She's like, that's what, like
Yeah.
14 years? 10 years? 14
So
years?
let's see.
older than me?
What?
14
14.
years older than me?
Then you? Oh. She's like 4
Somewhere
years
there.
older than me.
So basically, they're still going to have this. It sounds like this virtual roll call they pushed off to August. I don't know if they're going to move it forward, but that's according to the rules. The delegates would still meet a schedule for the virtual roll call to vote for who they think should be the
There
nominee.
you go.
So it doesn't sound like it's going to sort of be an open
It's not a
convention
free-for-all.
thing. Let's see.
Why is it virtual?
That I don't understand.
COVID, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So they,
we've
of course,
been there,
there's
done
Gavin
that. Like,
Newsom, Gretchen Whitmer.
put on your big girl panties and like meet like real Democrats.
So there's a possibility that no
With some
candidate-
bagels and locks.
Ooh.
There's a possibility no candidate wins a majority on the virtual roll call. If this happens, more than 700 superdelegates
Oh no.
will also vote in a subsequent ballot. The process would continue until a candidate wins a simple majority.
I thought we got rid of the super delegate.
I thought so
thing.
too.
You should have, right? It sounds awful. It sounds like really bad. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good thing.
Kamala and Bernie.
Yeah.
He can be vice
And,
president.
and if they're super delegates, what are their superpowers?
Yeah. Right? Maybe if each one has a different superpower. Like super signature, super signing bills.
Their hand never
You
gets
just do it
tired.
like this.
They never get tired when they sign.
Yeah.
So basically, in the unlikely situation, if the DNC leaves, if the Democratic nominee leaves the race after the convention in Chicago, why would they do that? Let's see. No, okay, that's interesting. One of our vice presidents was going to get elevated to the top of the ticket, but it turned out they had mental illness. That was in 72. Let's see. So that's basically it. I mean, it sounds like this virtual
What the hell
role
was that?
I know. How did mental illness happen? What?
There was a guy named Eagleton in 72. He was the VP and he was going to step up to be
VP for who?
let me see.
I
That's
don't even
probably-
remember that name. That name does not
Eagleton.
ring a bell.
Now that man faded into the morass of time.
Let's see. Such a scenario has happened
Is it
that the
Wallace
nominee
or-
leaves the race after the convention. After they get nominated, it has happened that somebody has walked away. So 72, Senator Thomas Eagleton was the vice presidential nominee. He was forced to step aside after the convention when it became public that he had been hospitalized for mental illness.
So is it with McGovern? Is
The
that who it is?
DNC later chose Sergeant Shriver to
Okay.
replace Eagleton as nominee George McGovern's running mate.
I got it.
So what do you had, like depression or
Probably.
Or
And it was back then where you
anxiety.
couldn't get mental help at
Yeah,
all.
You weren't allowed to show.
That's
weakness.
amazing that,
Yeah.
that knocked him off the ticket. The poor guy.
it is like we got like a batshit actual former
Right.
president.
Right.
Yeah, like Howard Dean. Howard, we were just saying that Howard Dean got knocked off because he went. Like
and everyone's like,
that's it.
Ooh, that's unbecoming.
and Trump is allowed to
Oh my God.
whatever
Kiss the
that
flag.
was.
He mangles him. He's making out with the
He
flag.
can molest the flag.
Did you see how he went and like he went after the guy that got shots uniform? He kissed that helmet. He went after her. He went after that helmet so quick. He went after that helmet like it was bitching.
What? Whose
The
helmet?
firefighter.
Yeah, the firefighter.
That died?
Yeah, the chief.
Yeah.
So did he get the helmet? Did he take it? Is it in his hoard?
He was making out with it and stuff.
Wow.
I'll show. Let me see.
Yeah,
Oh
get
my
it. If
God.
you got a photo of that, that'd be great to sign off to.
Well, like, yeah, like it's so
Speaking
weird
of
too, and how
mental
he said, yes, and I love how he said, like, oh, the bullet was moved by the hand of God, so it shot the guy behind me.
So it hit a firefighter.
That's terrible. That's not a nice story at all.
God hates firefighters.
God. Wow, I feel dizzy. There's been a lot. A lot has happened, Steve.
It's trouble.
Don't eat that.
It's good trouble.
Don't eat the delicious. Doesn't look like it's gonna fit.
No, it's not. Actually, this is a smaller battery.
I want to eat it. I'm gonna eat
Oh,
it.
there's a couple of creepy ones. Oh
Okay,
my
let's see
God,
it.
it's so
Let's see
creepy. Let's see if I can open this. Open window, new tab. That's small. Let me see if I can find a bigger one. That was a good one, but let me see if I can find them. See. Oh. That's a bigger one. Let's see. Okay. Where's the share?
The green thing. The green button.
Yep. There we
Oh,
Wow.
go.
oh!
There was another creepier.
But he wasn't even wearing the helmet when
No, not at all.
he just. And why does it have those
Not at all.
green things on? Is that normal? The reflectors. Never mind.
Yeah,
How
they're just
weird.
There was another image of him like standing behind it. Let me see if I can
Dancing with it, holding his,
It-
pretending
here
like
it
he's
is.
making out with it.
Let's see if I can open this up. This one up. Come on, will you open up? Okay. Let me share this. Like it's a like it's a woman he's standing behind like whispering sweet nothings.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Creepy.
All it needs is a blonde wig. Oh my God. That's so weird.
He moved
They're
on
so
it like a
weird.
bitch.
I know, right? They're so weird. They're so weird that that's what they set up at the fucking convention is a weird
That seems-
mannequin. That is
seems
so weird.
disrespectful.
Between that,
So weird.
between the Hogan like ripping off
Oh
his
God.
shirt
What
and
the
the
hell?
MAGA maniacs or
Mm.
Trumpites, I think he called them.
Trumpites?
I think that's what he called them.
So
Like
weird.
Trumpomania. Like
So weird.
it's so fucking
Weird.
bizarrely fascistically
Yep.
Weird.
Yep.
like
I know.
WWF like
Bizarre.
fake
So bizarre.
bizarre.
Right. Like it's that when they switched from TV, WWF, and then they made the switch to like reality TV, it all blended. There's an essay
couldn't
about
tell the
that, right?
difference,
And
yeah.
that's like a style of acting where it's half real and half fake that wrestling does, and that's kind of what Trump did. And I thought it was interesting before we go, Kelly Guilfoyle saying that wonderful tribute to how the Allies were fighting communism after World War II. And everyone's like, oh, blah. No, they were fighting fascism and we were on the side of Russia. She thought we were fighting Russia.
Did she say after World War
After
II?
or
Like
during?
as in like the Cold War?
No, she was referring to World War II.
During World War II.
That
yeah.
that the
During World
Allies
War
came
II.
together to
What?
fight communism.
Yeah, we were on the same side.
Yeah, we were fighting fascism in World War II, dipshit. So yeah, that was her genius quote. So these people just
This is what happens as a process of the dumbing down of America.
absolutely, and they're all gonna look like Matt Gaetz is gonna look like Lara Trump is gonna look like Kelly Guilfoyle. Wait till Matt Gaetz gets big lips.
Done. Yeah.
He's gonna get lips.
Lip filler.
Totally, right? He's gonna be like, "Oh, my eyes are too high. I'll just balance it out with lips," and he's gonna look
Okay,
just
leave
like
it
Kelly
alone.
Get a
Guilfoyle.
butt injection at that
Stop.
point. Yeah.
Yep, yep. But he takes some of that fat from the top of his head.
Because that's all that's up there.
It's gotta be. I don't
There's
know.
no brain in there.
And clearly,
plenty to
clearly, there's
spare.
not. Yeah. So this was actually very
All right.
exciting.
Oh, did you guys see the part where he tried to go after
Yes.
what's his
McCarthy.
name?
Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah, Kevin McCarthy.
Yes.
Kevin McCarthy slapped him down like a bitch.
Oh my God. But they're still fighting on social media over it, I believe.
Are they? That's so fucking great.
They're so weird. They're so weird. They're so weird. I guess can we just vote against weirdness?
Can we vote for the cat's butt?
Yeah, right. Turn to the camera.
I vote for cat butt.
Cat butt. Oh, get away. No, put it down. Ew. All right. On that note, this has been a cat butt of a podcast. Definitely.
The sponsor of this video is that there's no sponsor.
Or the cat butt. We sponsored
It's
by cat butt.
The sponsor is cat butt.
Sponsored by cat butt. Yay! Cat butt.
Meow 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 meow.
Meow meow meow. On that note,
Sponsored by cat.
I turned Steve into a cat. You just put the hat on him. It'd be funny. But yeah, okay. Well, that was fun.
Rah rah rah.
Rah rah rah. And if any shit goes down this week, you keep me on Slack and we'll see if we need.
I will let you know as soon as I know.
I know, right? This was fun. But yeah, have a great Sunday.
All right.